I'm getting ready to head to the gym in a second, but I'm really just thanking God for putting me in the position that he has and bringing the people that he is into my life. I understand the role that God has for me in my life, and it's just truly a blessing, man. I could not do any of this if it wasn't for him. Like, I wouldn't be on social media. I wouldn't be trading. I wouldn't be taking care of my health the way that I am if it wasn't for God. It would have been the complete opposite. It's so beautiful how God works, right? He sent somebody my way today. I was talking to him. I was having a conversation, and he said, I really felt like God sent you my way, put you in my life for a reason. Kid you not, as we were having conversations, because I like voice messages. I like to actually hear, and when I'm having these conversations with these people, I can understand where those points are. Those points of this is what's causing you to, fall. And I was talking to him, and as he was speaking, because he wants to build his trading system and he wants to stop going back to his old ways. Like, he knows what to do. It's just he can't stick to doing it. And as I was listening to him talking, I said, okay, I know exactly what we need to do, because he's on a prop firm account right now. I said, wait, are you actively trading on a prop firm account? And he was like, yeah, but I probably shouldn't. I said no, because having him on his actual prop account is what's going to allow him to be in those real-time moments when we start implementing. Whenever he experiences FOMO, he wants to try to jump back into trade. Immediately close the computer. That one action alone of just immediately closing the computer, it takes you away from even the impulse of, let me get back into another trade. Because you done already got the biggest distance. The point is to build as much distance between that initial trigger as much as possible until it gets to the point where this new action that you take when this trigger comes becomes automatic. I call this the ripple effect. And for example, you would apply how this could apply, what I'm doing with him can apply to anybody else who has FOMO. That immediate trigger that you would have of experiencing that FOMO on the charts, that is when you immediately do the highest thing that's going to get you away from the charts, to get you away from that buy or sell button. Close the charts. Now you can't even think of, well, what if I would have kept holding? If I would have got in here, I got to get my get back. You already put that distance, and then what you do is, instead of just sitting there and not doing anything, you replace that old thing that you used to do. Now replace that with something that you want to improve on. So instead, let's say you want to do better self-talk. You would start speaking life into your life. So as soon as you close the charts, so when I close the charts, then I do this. What is this for you? It may be something you want to improve on. You may want to improve your speaking. You may want to work on your business a little bit. You may want to get deeper into, reading, whatever that thing may be. And that also builds a better habit on top of that. Because now, instead of trying to get back into the markets, you are going to the gym to take care of yourself. You're working on your craft. You're using your gifts and working on bettering your gifts. Think about the things that you do now that are just naturally automatic. Think about the things that you've done so long that's just nothing to you, right? Walking. Walking has become so natural to us. When we were children and first learning how to walk, it was the most difficult thing ever. But now we don't even think about that because we've done it so many times. So that's why understanding that at the beginning, when you're first trying to change, when you're first trying to see that level up, at the beginning is going to be challenging, because you're at the point, you haven't done it enough reps to where that doubt can't have a conversation with you. Let's say, okay, perfect example. Let's say you struggled with social anxiety. If for the next 3 days, I had you go speak to 200 people every single day, that's 600 people in 3 days. And when I come back to you on that third day, are you going to have the same level of social anxiety now than you did 3 days ago? No. That applies to any area. Put it in your mindset, whatever it is, how long you think it would take you to get there, Just 10x it, because what that does is delay gratification. It prolongs it. If you think that, okay, this may take me 10 days to overcome this, what if you said, okay, this is gonna take me a minimum, I have to follow this a minimum of 100 days before me start seeing results. If you said the minimum is 100, imagine how much more dedicated that you're gonna be to it. When it's 10 is right there. 100 is all the way over there. You know that I gotta do this a minimum of 100 times. So that means 1 through 10, it's like, yo, I'm not even halfway there yet. Now you get to 30, 40, 50. Okay, now I'm halfway there to just the minimum. That doubt, it can't even speak to you. It's watered down. You can't even hear it no more. And that is the framework of how I build systems and what I do with my clients. So what I'm going to do now is head to the gym. Today is going to be a upper day. Take you guys through it. Once again, just like the one I did yesterday, I'm going to explain what I'm going to do now. So when I get to the gym, I can just lock in. Today is upper A. What I'll do is I'll start off with some skill work, and then I'm going to do 3 push exercises, and then I'm going to do 3 pull, and then I'll do some like mobility type work. And the way that I do my sets is I will do a couple of warm-up sets to get the feel of what's a good weight that I can use that's gonna make me push myself. And then I'll do 2 sets to failure, like absolute failure. And I do that for all the exercises, and then that's pretty much it. So that is what that's gonna look like, and I will catch you guys at the gym.
Back out, pull up. Got 'em running. Big time, roll up. Roll the Fonto, get right. Big time, roll up. We are supreme, you see what I mean? Me and the team, running up, hitting up, sending up, beat 'em on impact. Pull up on scene, have 'em all living, we still no can up. Gather my niggas, gorilla man. Looking at mirror, see who you are. All of the see what that's on my way. I put others in the place, get my piece. I push it deep. Caught new helmet for my beat. We don't want no peace. Got a spot across the back. Just a piece. Drop the dad and never black. Beside the piece. She not a lesbian.
his